So, in order to monetize live ops, of course, you need to design for live ops when you're making your game. So we tend to start by thinking, what is it that players want to buy? What are they interested in? So there are the tangible elements of monetization, that is meaningful game content. That might be like a car or something around the area. There's purchasable progression, so maybe they want to upgrade their car or get through the game a bit quicker. There are the intangible elements, so players may want to buy their way into a certain status. They may want to get the exclusive items in the game that are only available through monetizable elements. Perhaps you've built in that they need to pay in order to take part in competitive parts of the game. And of course, things like customization allow us to give players room to express themselves within the game. And then the elements that we have slightly more control over ourselves, so scarcity, which we bring in sort of time-limited offers, things that can rely on that scarce element. There's the impatient, so perhaps we put in appointment timers, or there's a certain amount of grind that they want to skip by. And then the last element that we don't control so much, but social proof. Maybe you've got a guild and everybody wants to become like the golden guild, so they all buy the golden stuff, and you buy into that and it feels meaningful and important, and there's a social element to that. So, in order to monetize live ops, we really need a game that supports many monetization options. And of course, when we look around the store and we look at the sheer amount of innovation that happens in the industry, there are many forms of monetization that can be applied to just about any element of the game. In my experience, in order to maximize our monetization potential, we really need an expansive metagame, right? So because something like top drives is quite niche, we may not get that many players through the door, so we need an expansive metagame for them to buy into. And we build an expansive metagame on granular content, right? So if we just had like a small amount of content, we may want to look at how we can break that up into chunks that people can get over time or through purchasing, and extensible systems. So we may have a currency and we want to build onto that so we can tack on other elements. And all of that needs to feed into the core loop. And of course, by having content and systems that feed into the core loop, it's much more relevant and valuable to players because the benefit is seen directly through gameplay. So when I look at the sort of top drives features and systems,